Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Valsa Williams with the midday news. The headlines. Both houses of parliament adjourned till tomorrow amid uproar by opposition parties over various issues. President Draupadi Murmu emphasizes India's defence capabilities have captured worldwide attention, driven by its commitment to innovation and self-reliance. JMM leader Hemant Soren to take oath for the fourth time as Chief Minister of Jharkhand in Ranchi this afternoon. Curtains to come down on 55th International Film Festival of India with a vibrant closing ceremony in Goa this evening. India's Rinchen Youdol wins historic bronze at first World Para Poomsae Taekwondo Championships in Bahrain. And in badminton, PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen enter quarterfinals of singles events at Syed Modi International Tournament in Lucknow. Both houses of parliament have been adjourned till tomorrow following uproar by opposition parties over various issues including alleged bribery charges against a prominent business group. When the Rajya Sabha reassembled at 12 noon after the first adjournment, opposition members from the Congress, Left, DMK, TMC, Samajwadi Party, AAP and others continued to raise the issues, forcing adjournment of the House for the day. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar said Parliament is a platform for productive discussion and urged members to cooperate with the Chair to run the House smoothly.
It is our duty to nurture nationalism, the democracy. I urge you all to embrace the spirit of meaningful dialogue. Let us return to traditional thoughtful discussion. Honorable members, I plead with you. I request you for cooperation. Allow me to take agenda of the day. Be assured you shall have opportunity to raise all issues.
Ruckus continued in the Lok Sabha as well. When the House met at 12 noon after the first adjournment, the opposition members trooped into the well, raising slogans over various issues, forcing the adjournment of the House for the day. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju condemned the opposition's behaviour in the House. Mr. Rijiju said the Congress and other opposition members are trying to create unnecessary pandemonium and are not allowing new members to put across their views.
एक्सेप्ट भी किया उसके बाद बाकी मुद्दे जो आने वाले हैं उसके लिए भी चर्चा का अलग-अलग नियम बनाया हुआ है और अपना ही बनाया हुआ रूल को तोड़ करके कांग्रेस पार्टी और साथियों ने ये हंगामा करने का जो कोशिश किया है मैं इसका निंदा करता हूं.
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024, Jagdambika Pal, moved a motion to extend time for the presentation of the committee's report to the last day of the budget session next year. The House adopted the motion. Earlier, Congress leaders Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Ravindra Vasantrao Sawan, who won the recently held by-polls, took oath as members of Parliament in the Lok Sabha. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi today questioned the opposition parties for disrupting the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Speaking to media at the Parliament House complex, Mr. Joshi said the government is ready to hold discussion on the issues allowed by the Speaker and the Chairman.
स्पीकर और चेयरमैन महोदय ने जो डिसाइड करेगा अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल्स एंड प्रोसीजर वो चर्चा के लिए सरकार तैयार है. डिस्टर्ब करने में क्या है, तो पहले ही आके बिना कुछ मांग रखते हुए डिस्टर्ब भी करते हैं. अब क्या करें?
The Congress has said along with government business, Parliament is a platform to discuss various issues related to the people. Talking to reporters outside Parliament, Deputy Leader of Congress in Lok Sabha Gaurav Gogoi said democracy means taking everyone along.
Democracy means taking everyone along. But every day you see in the list of business published that only government business bills are being listed, but no discussion on Adani is listed, no discussion on Manipur is listed, no discussion on Sambal is listed. Even our suggestion had to have a 2-day discussion in Lok Sabha on the Constitution 75th anniversary. Even till now in Lok Sabha we have not got any reply. This is a deliberate attempt of the government to mislead the nation.
President Draupadi Murmu has emphasized that India's defense capabilities have captured worldwide attention, driven by a commitment to innovation and self-reliance. The president was delivering a keynote address at the Defence Services Staff College at Wellington in Tamil Nadu. Highlighting India's growing prominence in global defence, she stressed on India's reliability as a defence partner, exporting advanced equipment to over 100 countries. She commended the strong presence of women in the armed forces.
I am also delighted to know that there are some women officers among you attending this course. I hope that the number of women officers in this course will rise in the near future. Women are already making their mark in every field, including our armed forces. I was glad to meet the women officers deployed in Siachen, the world's highest battlefield.
Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said India's growth across sectors has made it an attractive destination for international commerce, research and investment. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi this morning, Mr. Goyal highlighted that Digital India campaign has revolutionized the country.
हमने डिजिटल इंडिया लॉन्च किया, लोगों तक ब्रॉडबैंड या इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी पहुंचाई, लोगों के पास स्मार्टफोन उपलब्ध होने लगे, यहां तक कि अब 93 करोड़ यूजर्स इंटरनेट के साथ भारत में जुड़े हुए हैं। शायद ही कोई परिवार होगा जिसके पास आज कम से कम एक स्मार्टफोन कनेक्टेड विद द इंटरनेट ना हो।
Mr. Goyal also assured that regime changes in the US and the UK will have no effect on the existing trade partnerships between them. He added that India will continue its talks with the UK over their free trade agreement after the winter session of Parliament. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Welcome back to the Midday News. JMM leader Hemant Soren will take oath for the fourth time as Chief Minister of Jharkhand today. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha JMM-led India bloc won 56 seats in the 81-member state assembly in the recently concluded elections. Governor Santosh Kumar Gangwar will administer the oath of office in secrecy to the JMM executive president at a swearing-in ceremony in Ranchi at around 4 p.m. Our correspondent reports several top leaders of the India bloc and other dignitaries have reached Ranchi to attend the ceremony.
The stage is all set for the swearing-in ceremony of Chief Minister Hemant Soren for the fourth time. Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi, Wayanad MP Priyanka Gandhi, Delhi former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, former UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Prasad Yadav and senior RJD leader Tejasvi Prasad Yadav have arrived in Ranchi to grace the oath-taking ceremony. All preparations have been put in place while all schools in Ranchi district have been closed today to avoid traffic congestion. Party workers have gathered from across the state to witness the ceremony. With KK Lal, this is Shilpi for Akashvani News, Ranchi.
The curtains will come down on the 55th International Film Festival of India in Goa with a vibrant closing ceremony this evening. Some of the most glittering names from the Indian cinema are likely to attend the closing ceremony today. Several prestigious awards, including the coveted Golden Peacock Award, will be announced on the occasion. 15 films, including 3 from India, are competing for the prize. A range of cultural and musical events kept the festival's energy high throughout its 9-day run. The festival featured around 180 films across various languages and genres. We are now joined by our correspondent Durgesh for more updates on the event. Durgesh, could you list out some of the highlights of this year's IFFI and how did it differ from previous editions?
So, Valsa, this year's IFFI focused on young filmmakers with the theme The Future is Now, aptly reflecting the intent and the objective. Centenary celebrations of Indian legends Raj Kapoor, Mohammad Rafi, Tapan Sinha, Akineni, Nageshwar Rao were also held to mark their contributions to Indian cinema. Around 180 films across different languages and genres were screened that drew thousands of cinephiles from India and abroad. Along with this, master classes by renowned personalities, providing insights into different aspects of filmmaking as well as film industry. Creative Minds of Tomorrow Challenge aimed at encouraging young talent in filmmaking, and Film Bazaar, a place where networking and collaborations happened. But these were the major highlights of the festival. Well, so if I talk about what was different this time around, then it would be inclusive cinematic experience for all. Under the Accessible India Film section, Indian and international films, they were enhanced with audio descriptions as well as Indian Sign Language that allowed visually and hearing impaired audiences to immerse themselves into these stories. Also, Valsa Ipiesta, an event that brought culture and cuisine together, was a fresh addition this year. In a short while from now, closing film Dry Season will be screened in 2 theatres, and that will be the culmination of this year's festival. Right. The closing ceremony is just few hours away, and it is likely to feature several cinema personalities.
Right, Durgesh. Right, thank you, Durgesh, for joining us with all those details. The Enforcement Directorate is carrying out search operation related to ongoing investigation regarding chartered accountants linked to cybercrime network. Thousands of cybercrimes like phishing scams, QR code cheating and part-time job scam are being reported across the country. It was found that the entire network was being run by shady chartered accountants. Meanwhile, in Delhi's Bijwasan area, an Enforcement Directorate team was attacked while conducting raids in connection with the cybercrime case. The National Investigation Agency NIA today conducted extensive searches at 22 locations across 6 states in the country as part of a crackdown on an international human trafficking syndicate. This investigation has uncovered connections to cyber scam centres located in Myanmar and Laos. Israel has appealed to the International Criminal Court ICC to suspend arrest warrants against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defence Minister Yoav Gallant, accused of war crimes during the ongoing conflict in the West Asia region. Israel's government is contesting the ICC's jurisdiction and the legitimacy of the warrants, claiming bias against the country. The deep depression continued to be stationed over southwest Bay of Bengal, about 100 kilometers of Sri Lanka and 320 kilometers from Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu. In the past 24 hours, light rainfall has been recorded in most of the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu. The Intermeteorological Department, IMD, has said the deep depression will cross North Tamil Nadu Puducherry coasts between Karaikal and Mahabalipuram around Saturday morning. In Sri Lanka, the adverse weather has impacted over 2.3 lakh people, with more rains predicted over the next 24 hours. Indian para-athlete Rinchen Youdol from Kargil in the Union Territory of Ladakh has created history by winning the bronze medal at the first World Para-Poomsae Taekwondo Championships at Manama in Bahrain. She was competing in the senior female no age bar category against 140 athletes from 23 countries. In badminton, Indian shuttler and 2-time Olympic medalist PV Sindhu has entered the quarterfinals of women's singles in Syed Modi International Tournament in Lucknow. Sindhu defeated compatriot Ira Sharma in the pre-quarterfinals today. In another match, Unnati Huda defeated Pornpicha Choiki Wong to seal a place in the last 8. In men's singles, India's Lakshya Sen stormed into the quarterfinal, defeating Israel's Daniel Dubovenko. Earlier, India's Miraba Luwang Maisnam and Ayush Shetty also entered the last 8. In hockey, India will take on Japan in their second match of Men's Junior Asia Cup at Muscat in Oman this evening. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both houses of Parliament adjourned till tomorrow amid uproar by opposition parties over various issues. President Draupadi Murmu emphasizes India's defence capabilities have captured worldwide attention, driven by its commitment to innovation and self-reliance. JMM leader Hemant Soren to take oath for the 4th time as Chief Minister of Jharkhand in Ranchi this afternoon. Curtains to come down on 55th International Film Festival of India with a vibrant closing ceremony in Goa this evening. India's Rinchen Youdol wins historic bronze at first World Para-Poomsae Taekwondo Championships in Bahrain. And in badminton, PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen enter quarterfinals of singles event at Syed Modi International Tournament in Lucknow. And with that, we end the midday news.